So, welcome to Rising Vibrations, Aminga. This is for Aquarius. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So, the interesting thing is Aquarius, I've already done your reading one time. I more or less completely forgot what it was. I didn't have the sound on, so I have to redo it. So, if any of the messages that came up before come out in this reading, I might jump to something else. But right now, I'm not getting anything from the previous reading. So we're starting off with someone who basically wants to start over. And I think Aquarius has had this energy off and on over the past several months. It's a person, who feels very restricted. We have puppet on a string and we have deliverance. This is something like judgment. And this is a person who feels like they're capable of so much more, and like life holds so much more for them, like a new beginning, a fresh start, a fresh beginning. But they can't grab it, they can't touch it. It's like they're in a bubble, and they see things happening around them, but they can't touch it, they can't feel it, they can't get to it, they can't take the opportunities. It seems to me that a lot of this restriction is due to their coupling. Sorry for the words, but I have to give them as they come across, who they've coupled with, who their tribe is, who their group is, who they're bound to. These are people who they're bound to. Could be bound by fate, could be bound by circumstances, but it seems to be deep bonds that cannot be broken. No matter how hard they try, they can't break away from this. So oddly enough, we have the card of Fortuna, we have Major Arcana Death, which are coupled together. So the Aquarius will get this new start, this fresh start that they want, but it's like in the place that they are. They have to open their eyes up to possibilities that perhaps they've missed because they've been so caught up in these restrictions or feeling bound or feeling controlled that perhaps they've closed their eyes to certain positive conditions and elements around them that they haven't fully taken advantage of. Now, perhaps because of circumstances, they haven't been able to take advantage of them. I'm getting something else that's coming across to Aquarius, so please don't be offended by this. Sometimes you can be in a situation in life, and it doesn't mean that you don't love this person or you don't care about them, but you have certain restrictions in your life because of your tribe, who you're with. So you might have a family member that has certain disabilities or illnesses or something that you have a responsibility to care for that restricts you. Doesn't even mean that they live with you. It could be a family member suffering from mental illness who lives away from you, but you constantly worry about them, so you don't have peace in your own heart and mind because you have to care for this person. Perhaps this person is going into full-time care, so you have more mental as well as physical freedom. It seems to me it's more mental freedom. So something will happen in the next few weeks or even month where this restriction is broken. This person is moved on or moved to a certain situation where you have this great burst of liberation, mental freedom. And somehow it's like you can breathe again. You can figure things out again. You start to see things differently. You start to see life differently because you have this weight lifted from your person. I feel like you actually physically feel lighter and more open, and more free to be who you always wanted to be, even perhaps. But then again, there's some kind of a duality here where you could end up feeling that it was just not enough. It's just not enough. Like maybe you've lost too much time, and so you still feel like you're rushed to make decisions that you don't feel capable of making right now. So let's say you have had all these restrictions and then suddenly they're lifted. Now you have to figure out what you're going to do with yourself. Now you're where you always wanted to be, and you're scared because you're not even sure what you want right now, or you're not sure how to get it. So it's like you're looking at other people and how they're reacting and what they're doing as an example, to try to figure out the way ahead for yourself. But that doesn't seem to help you either. It might just be going with the flow in a way instead of trying to push for a change or push for a particular action. It's more like just letting things happen, at least for the next week or so. I feel like something, in any case, will happen to lead your life in a particular direction now. So you might be more controlled, which we all are. None of us are fully in control, but there might be this necessity for Aquarius now to really realize that they're not in control, that they never were in control, and just to let things happen. So let's see what else is happening for Aquarius. We have Major Arcana the Sun. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Page of Swords. So we also have the Two of Swords here, by the way. So it seems to me like there could be, it feels to me more like family members trying to, I want to say double cross, but that's not exactly what I'm getting. I have to think about this for a moment. I feel like someone's trying to rain on the Aquarius's parade because they seem maybe too peaceful or too happy about a situation or their situation. So someone's trying to bad talk them in a way, but that's not even what I want to say. It's like they're trying to make them feel guilty. They're trying to make them feel guilty for their circumstances, or even guilty for this positive change in events, for some type of something happened that frees them up or gives them some choices to make. They have to make some choices, but it seems like the choices are positive, and someone's trying to make them feel guilty about it. Therefore, it could be a person who's trying to, let's say, I can give an example. You have a prize, you're at a drawing, and you win a prize. And you win something that's beautiful, but not necessarily something that you need, or something that's valuable. But again, it's not necessarily something that you need. And everybody at the table says, "Oh, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that?" Like, what? Well, so what? I still won it. It's not even what it is. I won the prize. I put in for the drawing and I won it, and I'm happy about it. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it later. It has that kind of a energy over the next few weeks. By the way, happy birthday, Aquarius. Try to enjoy your time and not let anyone tear down your accomplishments, not let anyone tear down your dreams or belittle your dreams. This is the word I'm looking for. Belittle your dreams, belittle your accomplishments, or belittle your possibilities or ideas. So it might be better right now just to keep kind of your ideals to yourself and strategize, and not let anyone, this was what came out in the first reading, not let anyone goad you into a reaction that might damage you. You might have circumstances coming up that seem quite exaggerated that you have to react on. And there might be someone goading you into, yeah, do this, do this. And it might be something that turns out to be very bad or negative for you. The actions that they're telling you to take, try to remain and stay calm and observe versus reacting or acting on the actions of others. You have to act on what you want to do. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but this is what came out in the first reading. Don't react based on information from other people. I'm glad that came out because I felt like that was a very important message in the first reading. We're going to go ahead and leave it there. Aquarius, I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.